Hello, dear students. Welcome back. This is Dr. GovindSaraswat, Assistant Professor in English from Government College, Degana. Dear students, I welcome you in the second part of this poem, Ulysses, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. In the first part, we have covered almost 35 lines of this poem, where we find our hero Ulysses highly dissatisfied with the way he is leading a peaceful and luxurious life in his own kingdom Ithaca. It is paradoxical that the comforts of his own kingdom they are making him uncomfortable. It is because he has been accustomed to a life that is full of adventure and dangers. But here he feels that his own people, they are totally unaware about their own king, and whatever they do, that is very insignificant, and he feels that where he is at the wrong place, because so much time has elapsed, and everything has changed inside him. So uh, he is desirous to set out on another journey, because he cannot cope up with this kind of life in Ithaca, where he has to be passive and idle. He is a man of adventure, so he is ready to set out on another journey. So let's begin with the second part of this poem. He introduces his son Telemachus when he says, "This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and this isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor, by slow prudence to make mild a rugged people." So he introduces his son Telemachus, and he is very, you can say, he loves his son very much, because he uses two adjectives, mine and then on, for Telemachus. That shows the bond between the father and the son, and he intends to leave the responsibility of his kingdom and his island on the shoulder of his son. He says that I love him very much, and I know that he is able to shoulder this responsibility very well. He has that kind of patience, he has that kind of wisdom, so as to change these rough or uncivilized people into civilized, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Okay, at present, the people of this island may be doing something which is insignificant, but he will use his wisdom and intelligence in such a way that whatever the people of my island will do, that will be for the welfare of this kingdom. Then he says, "Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, descend not to fail in offices of tenderness, and pay meet adoration to my household gods. When I am gone, he works his work, I mine." He says that the character of my son is very pure. He's most blameless, and he is centered in the sphere of common duties. He understands his duties very well. He's sincere enough, and he's so decent that he will not fail in the office of tenderness. Office of tenderness means his duties towards his own family, his duty towards his own family, where where with his own full affection he will serve his mother when I am gone. And then he says to pay tribute, to pay meet adoration to my household gods. Then he will offer prayers in the proper manner to the gods of my home. Then he says, "When I am gone, I know that he will work his uh, he will work out his responsibility, and I will do mine. There lies the port. Now he addresses, it seems as if Ulysses is addressing his fellow people, and then indicates them towards the port, that he says that the port is in front of them. The vessel puffs her sail, means vessel is about to move, and puffs her sail means indicates that uh, we we need to move. Okay, and then he says there gloom the dark broad seas. The broad sea is in front of them. The darkness is slowly uh, hovering, or it is spreading over the sea, and he addresses them as my mariners. The mariners are those people that have toiled and wrought and thought with me. They are his fellow people who have followed Ulysses in every type of situation. They have worked hard with him. They have struggled with him. Okay, and then he says that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine. They are of the same mind makeup of as of Ulysses, because Ulysses never bothered about favorable and unfavorable conditions in his life, because he is ready to face uh, such things in his life. So are his fellow people. They welcomed both the thunder and sunshine in a light manner. They took it in a very light and happily they faced everything, whether it is adverse or whether it is a favorable situation, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. He says that they are opposed free hearts and free foreheads. So they face danger boldly. The in the spirit they are free, self-reliant men. You and I are old, he says. He admits that now we are old, but he then motivates them again that old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Old age doesn't mean that we need to take rest. It is an indication that now your time of toil is over and you need to take rest. But he says that it doesn't mean that we need to retire from life, from our duties. He says it has its own honor, and we can even toil and make our life meaningful up to the very end of it. He says only death can close all. So old age should not put an end to our toil. And he says that something before the end has to be done. It is a continuous process. Why should we pause feeling ourselves old? Some work of noble note may yet be done. It may be possible that something is still pending, which may be noble, and we have to complete it. So if we pause, we stop, how can we feel that we have accomplished everything in our life? So not unbecoming man that is true with gods. So he motivates them that we are those who have fought with even gods. So why are you, or why do I feel myself old and accept that we cannot do anything in our life from now onwards? He says no, we have to set out. We have to do something noble before the end, because old age cannot weaken us, and before death we need to complete something which is noble, which can earn more name and fame for us. They are hungry for getting something in her life that is even that is still unknown to everyone. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. So he indicates that it is the time for setting out on another voyage. The long day wants. Day is the night is approaching. द वांस का मतलब होता है अब अस्त हो चुका है, दिन ढल चुका है. द स्लो मून climbs into the sky. The deep moans round with many voices. The deep here symbolizes sea, and he says that there are many kinds of voices audible, and it seems that the sea is mourning. uh, Come, my friends. He invokes the spirit, brave spirit of his friends, and he says that now it is not too late to seek a newer world. He is very optimistic, and this is a message for those who feel that they have lost something in their life and now it is too late. If Ulysses can set out for a new adventure at this stage of his life, then it means every person can do in his life. And it is never too late to seek a newer world. We cannot go back and make a new beginning, but everyone can start from now and can make a happy ending. So he says, push off. And sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows. He, the smite means the oars. He says that use oars to sail the ship and thus hit out at the waves as they form furrows when the ship moves forward. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset. He announces his purpose that I want to sail beyond the sunset. There may be a limit, but he wants that limit to cross. And the baths of all the western stars. Yeah, the bath is actually uh, it is a thought prevalent at that time that all the stars when they set down, when they sink in the western horizon, they sink uh, into this river. It's known as Bath, and he says that until I die, I want to reach there. So this is just an impossible task, and he wants everyone to know that he is there to accomplish what is impossible. Possible is possible for everyone. So if you are a normal human being, you will go for what is possible. But if you are a brave fellow, then you will always try for what is impossible for anybody else or other people. It may be that the gulps will wash us down. Now he affirms in a clear way. He knows very well that whatever he is trying to do is impossible, and it is possible that in the course of achieving that they may die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isle, but the other side of this truth can be that they may be able to touch the happy island where they can meet their ancestor Achilles, whom they knew very well. And then he says, much is taken, much abides. Much is taken means my life has snatched many things from me, but still I have a lot of things. I have a lot. I am not repentant. I know that I am to live my life, I am to enjoy it. I didn't come here only to exist. So he says, I am ready. I'm ready to struggle. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, it is also a fact that now they are not that much powerful as they used to be. That which we are. And he knows his strength and the strength of his fellow people. And then he says, one equal temper of heroic hearts made weak by time and fate. Oh, okay, time has weakened. Our fate is the fate. Our fate may be uh, adverse, but still we feel strong in our willpower. Body may weaken because of the effect of time, but in your willpower, we are still strong to strive. Strive means to try, to seek means to discover and find, but we have not learned to yield in our life. We have never known to surrender. We have always struggled, we have lost, but even then we feel that we should never surrender in front of our difficulties. This is what is the spirit of a brave person. So we need to learn something from Ulysses and his character. Having experienced a number of difficulties and having overcome them with courage and determination, he has become like this. And every person in this world who is struggling, he should know that life is there in a struggle, not surrendering, not to surrender in front of his difficulties. Difficulties किसके सामने नहीं आती, सबके सामने आती है, और जिस लेवल की आती है वो उस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के अकॉर्डिंग ही आती है. एंड इफ़ यू आर ए ग्रेट पर्सन, इफ़ यू आर determined to achieve something big, something noble in your life, you must be ready, like this fellow Ulysses, to face the difficulties, because every responsibility has its own, it demands its own share of time as well as sacrifice. So thank you very much for listening me carefully. I hope that the message of Ulysses is very clear, and we need to be optimistic and to live life uh, in a in a with full enthusiasm and vigor. Thank you.